Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to Wrath of the Lich King Classic and our Blood Elf Mage leveling campaign. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video and joining me here today. I hope you're all doing well, whether it is morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime where you are at. We are going to kick things off here in Hillsbrad today by heading over to Durnholde Keep. Let's get our buffs going. And on the way, we're going to be looking for spiders for... Oh, actually, did we get the Ichor? No, we didn't. For some reason, I thought we had got it yesterday. So yeah, we need Ichor from a spider. Any spider will do, but it's going to be a rare drop. And then we're also looking for gray bear tongues from any of the bears. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I did respec our talent points like I indicated that I was planning to do. I'm not going into Pyroblast right now. So instead I've taken 2 points in World in Flames. Increases the crit strike chance of your Flame Strike, Pyroblast, Blast Wave, Dragon's Breath, Living Bomb, Blizzard, and Arcane Explosion by 4%. So the only spells we'll be using that kind of use this, I guess, for right now are going to be our Flame Strike. Flame Strike and Blizzard for some help in dungeons, I guess, for some AoE, like... I don't really care for any of the talents, to be honest, so that's what we ended up with. And Ignite. Your critical strikes from fire spells cause the target to burn for an additional 40% over 4 seconds. So I thought that one's pretty powerful. I'm not, like, sold on World in Flames, because it's going to interact with so few of our spells. I think I will probably still grab Pyroblast eventually. But it really only seems good for opening up with, and that's only if you have a little bit of a head start. Soloing it might be okay to open with, but in that group situation, it was such a long cast that it really didn't seem too useful. And I mean, I guess they really want you to take the range on for flamethrowing, but honestly guys, I use the range so little. I feel like I'm never using all of my range. Spending talent points seems bad. These don't feel good either. Neither does improve Fire Blast. Reducing the pushback is a PvP talent. Yeah, I mean, I could take him out of here, I could put him back in here. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, honestly, looking at it, the Frost Tree is a lot more interesting to me than the Fire Tree, but... we're gonna stay Fire for now. I may respec to Ice. I know a lot of you guys like seeing the Fire spec. Just because you don't normally level with it. But to be honest, like... It's not incredibly exciting. I feel like it's probably more damage than the Frost spec for single target. I don't know. It feels like it's missing something, so maybe we'll get another spell eventually. I don't know really how Living Bomb works in Wrath. I don't really remember. I thought it was a dot that would explode and then spread, so that seems more like an endgame AoE ability than anything else. Scorch, I find some use for it if the enemy has a little bit of health left, but then again, it's usually better to hit him with a Fire Blast. So Scorch is like the situation where the enemy is low on HP, but Fire Blast is on cooldown. And then you'll use Scorch every once in a while. But yeah, I may try Ice for a little bit. We've leveled... You know, we've leveled as Fire for so far, so maybe we try Ice. And just see how we feel about it. If it's boring or we hate it, we can always go back. I have a little bit of gold to play with when it comes to respecking and trying different builds. Well, let's pop a potion and then let's make some food and water. Probably should have done that straight away. And then the other thing I'm seeing with fire, you know, as we level more and more and more, is that it is not mana efficient. It is not mana efficient at all, whether in a dungeon or soloing. We just burn lots of mana. Well, we're 10 out of 10 for the Grey Bear Tongues. Now we just need the Creeper Ichor to drop. It was on the Priest that we just... I don't even know if we ever got it to drop on the Priest. There was a character we had a really hard time in Hillsbrad. We had trouble with the farmers spawning, and then we had trouble with the Creeper Ichor. Just never dropping for us. So I'm kind of hoping this will be the opposite and we'll get it soon. Alright, for now, well, there's another spider. We'll clear out the spiders that we see and then we'll head into Durnholde Keep itself. Those are not an upgrade because we have spell power and intellect on the ones we currently have. Oh good, we got the bear, which we absolutely don't want the bear. Don't know if we can deal with the bear because we don't really have a lot of mana left. We can take him, it's just going to be painful. He's going to whack us a bit. We're going to pop our mana shield and then we're going to have to resort to wanding because we're going to eat all of our mana up by shielding ourselves. It wasn't too bad. That being said, we are completely out of mana, and so we will begin the 15-minute drinking phase. I do feel like one of the things that made our human mage at the end of BC so enjoyable to me was that we found a build that was mana efficient. And that is why I say we might have to try Frost for a little while. I honestly enjoy opening with the Frostbolt more from closer range and getting the slow than I do with the 5 or 6 second cast of Pyrobolt. So there is that. You know, I always go this way first. I'm gonna come over here today. And I'm gonna be looking for rogues first, because rogues end up being the ones that are kind of harder to find. We aggroed somebody, but that's cool. Who knows? I mean, anything could happen. He could pull 15 guys by the time he gets down to us. Or he could reset, which is probably the more likely of those two scenarios. Yeah, he definitely reset. Let's go ahead and drink here. If I don't drink now, we'll probably go on this pull, and then we'll have to drink forever after this pull. But yeah, you guys know, you who have been around the channel for a while, you know that drinking after every couple of pulls is not really my cup of tea. And I remember Frostspec just having a lot of really interesting talents that had a lot of synergy with each other, and we're just not there yet in Fire. And I feel like Fire would be great. Like, if I guess if I were only doing dungeons, then Fire would actually be pretty good. We did really well in both of our SFK runs compared to the other players. So I feel good about Fire from like a dungeon perspective. But when it comes to leveling as it, I'm not so sure. It's been an interesting experience to level as it so far because, you know, it's been different. Someone reminded me, glyphs, guys, we need glyphs. I need to know, Frost and Fire, what is my most important major glyph? Frost glyph and Fire glyph. I want to get one of each so that whatever spec we decide going with, I'll be prepared. I always forget about glyphs in Wrath. They're very powerful too. Some characters more than others. So far the most powerful glyph that I have seen at low level is Glyph of Maul for the Druid. And it just makes your Maul hit another target, which is incredibly overpowered. It makes it so that basically you want to pull 2 enemies every time you pull. So you're killing enemies much faster. In Maul being like your spamming attack, you're almost killing the enemies at the same rate. It's and not all classes are like that. Not all classes have a glyph that's powerful. That is that powerful. At least that's what I've found. We can maybe use the building here. Yeah, we can do that. We can freeze you. Counter spell. Kinda surprised she didn't aggro the Watchman, but we'll take it. Yeah, there we go. There's the back door. Let's see if we can get just the rogue. Since we don't really need the others. Well, we need the watchman. That's true, but there's going to be lots of watchmen. The rogues are always the harder ones to get. So by starting over here, we'll be able to go to the other side, and then by the time we're done getting the keys that we need, these guys will all be respawned. Alright, yeah, let's start clearing over this way. And we'll evocate here and get most of our mana back. Is it 60% of our mana? Yeah, 60% of our total mana over 8 seconds. It's not 100%, but it's better than nothing. It lets us do that, then we can do a quick drink and be back at full pretty quickly. Let's eat and drink here. He chunked us for a little bit of our HP. Same thing here. I think I want to take the rear entrance. Context. Well, I wanted to plan that a little bit more smoothly, but we'll take that, I guess. You know what though? I do love Fire's ability just to completely blow somebody up. That has been a lot of fun. I'll look at Fire Glyphs, see if we can find anything cool, and I'm gonna respec again. I'll pop these back into flamethrowing, and we'll just try to work for that extra 6 yards, I guess. I don't know, guys. It's like, I do want to see what Fire has to offer, but maybe it's something that we go to Frost for a bit and we come back. When would be a good time to come back? Are there any other key spells that we get? Do we get Living Bomb at a reasonable level, or is that our... Yeah, that's our last talent point. Okay, so no. Dragon's Breath. Blast. We get some good AoEs later on in the Fire Tree that probably make us pretty competitive with AoE DPS. The guy who has the key is usually in here too, and today he's not. We can't unlock the guy without the key. Oh, there's another rogue here. That's helpful. Shadow Mage did not aggro. Now we don't have the key, do we? It's gonna error out, isn't it? Invalid target. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to have the key. That was a big miss. Let's go ahead and evocate. Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't imagine there are too many people here leveling, so I don't think it's that somebody else killed this guy. Maybe he's just spawning in an unusual place. Well, what we can do is we can go up here for now. We'll go up here for now, we'll look for the other guy and the other key, and then we'll come back to this. And by then maybe he'll have spawned in. Yeah, now usually the other guy with the other key is over here, and I don't see him either. So that's a little bit weird. It's all been a little bit weird today. Here's one of the jailers. Okay, that's a unique spot for you. I think this is the jailer for the guy down below, isn't it? Hmm. So there was a warlock here. Maybe he's the one who killed the jailer down below. Now there's the dull iron key. Again, I don't think that's for the guy up here. We could try to clear to him and find out. I mean, you guys see how bad I am at using my range. It's kind of the reason why I got out of that talent, but probably need to get better at it. Not that it's going to matter against this caster. In fact, against the caster, it's probably only going to hurt us. Oh, there's the other jailer. Look at that. I'll try to stay in his dead zone here for a second. He trapped us. Smart. Alright, well that's the first time that I found both jailers right up here, like yards from each other. Very interesting. She did not get off a single spell. 194 crit. Jeez, yikes. Well, that missed him completely, which is not good. And now we just need to go down and free the other guy. We need 2 more rogues somewhere down there. Maybe there will be some respawns. Looking down here, I don't see any rogues right here in the immediate vicinity. But we have angered a mage, and I'm gonna leash this guy because we don't have any mana. Okay, let's try to drink. By the time we drink to full, Evocate will be back off cooldown. I was kind of wondering if that was possible, and it turns out that it is. There's a rogue inside the building here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, we burned a lot of our mana, but we were able to survive. And that's what matters. Okay, again, we are but we lived, so let's go ahead and evocate back some of our mana, and we'll try to get inside the building here and let this other orc free. We're gonna have to eat and drink again, which is gonna necessitate that we make some more food and water. So we're done with the rogues and watchmen. We freed both these guys. Now if we leave here, maybe on the way back to Terran Mill, we can get the creeper ichor that we need. That being said, we have to go up to get out. So we will head back over to the tree. And we will slide right off of it. Oh yes, we have a mount. We don't seem to be able to hit them with much. We are missing them with Frost Nova really consistently. They're level 20. These guys are level 24. We don't need to be fighting ones that are level 24. They're just rocking us with the poison. But hey, look, Creeper Acre. We are done fighting them now. So there's that. That might have been the easiest I've ever gotten that item. Now we're just looking for Mountain Lion blood, but that's for a different quest. So this one is done. Okay, let's go turn this stuff in. It feels pretty good, actually.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanas!
Excellent, Mage. At this rate, the Syndicate pest will be rid from the land in no time.
Trust no one.
We have another wanted poster. Baron Vardis. By order of High Executor Dathalia, the human known as Baron Vardis is wanted for crimes against the Forsaken. Vardis is known to be a high-ranking member of the organization known as the Syndicate. He was last spotted in the uplands in the Alterac Mountains north of Terran Mill. He is wanted dead. Bring evidence of his demise to High Executor Darthalia to claim the reward. The reward was an Inferno robe, which sounds impressive.
Durnholde. For the Horde.
What expansion did Transmog get added? Was that Cataclysm? Or Legion?
Speak quickly.
I see you're back. I hope you were able to gather the agents I needed. The reagents or just the agents? I thought they were reagents.
Patience, discipline.
It will take but a moment for me to mix these components into what I have deemed an elixir of suffering.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Sorry, Oompy. Croak. Unnecessarily sad and brutal.
What now?
What now indeed? We could go hunting for some mountain lion blood. Guess we should do that. We will look for mountain lions on the way over to the town. And then we'll kill some humans. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was a big miss that we didn't really need to have happen there. We have 6 out of 10. We're actually not doing bad. I have to remind myself that most of the drop rates I feel like are probably easier by the time Wrath came out. So I guess I shouldn't really be thinking about classic drop rates. So this one has definitely been augmented at this point in time. We are going to start having some inventory issues. Can already tell. We can disenchant some, that will help. And there we go, that is 10 out of 10. Let's go ahead and evocate now to put that on cooldown, and then we will start in on the farmers and farmhands. We're also looking for Ray and Getz. I think it was Ray that was the one that we had a really hard time finding on our Blood Elf priests. He's usually hanging out, like, we're literally in this building here or in the farm, but we never saw him in either spot. It's a little confusing. I can't remember if eventually we got him. Oh, that's lovely. That's a big old miss. We're just not doing anything right currently. We're just pulling all these guys. I'm not a big fan of fighting unexpected enemies on the mage. It's quite a resource burden to have to deal with anything that you don't plan for. And yeah, it just kind of stinks. So we are basically invincible as long as we have mana, which we don't always have mana. See our current situation. And there we go, again, perfect. Perfect, perfect. You know what? We're not going to start in on this one today. We are going to hearth back to town. We are going to turn in the quest we did complete. And yeah, we're going to take a break for today. I'm going to get us back to Undercity, and I think I'm going to try another respec. See how it goes. We'll keep trying different things to see what we like. So far, fire's been fun. I think I'm going to try frost for a little while. Just to see how that plays.
This had better be good.
We'll take the... well... take the Firewalker boots for the spell power. And yeah, let's go visit a vendor. We do need to empty out the inventory.
And you are...
I'm
exactly what you need.
absolutely no freaking clue why I can't talk to this guy.
Victory for
It's probably an immersion issue, if I had to guess. Because immersion is always having problems in Wrath of the Lich King. It doesn't have any problems for some reason. It doesn't have any problems in vanilla, but it constantly is having problems in Wrath.
Speak quickly.
Whoops. I will disenchant all that stuff later on. For now, we're going to jump on a flight. We'll also look for some glyphs on the auction house.
I'm listening. Embrace the
So yeah, let's see. What are we working with here? 5, 10, 14 talent points. Obviously, we'd probably go improved Frostbolt, Frostbite. These are both really good. Increase your crit strike damage of your frost spells. That would be 100% at 3 points. That's amazing. Reduce the mana cost and increase your chance to hit. Also very good. Like right away, there's a ton of amazing talents that I want. I want Permafrost. Piercing Ice, obviously. Yeah, like I want all of these. It feels totally different than the Fire Tree. Like I want them. Arctic Reach would be useful just because, you know, we don't start with the big range for the frost spells. Reducing the... oh wow, okay. Yeah, we're gonna try Frost for a while. I think right away I'm gonna go Improved Frostbolt. I really want to go right into Frostbite. At the expense of, probably I guess at the expense of working our way down the tree more. What's the one where we... is it Shatter that we increase your crit strike damage of all your spells against frozen targets? Okay. So I don't really need Frostbite until I'm gonna grab Shatter. So I could work my way down a bit. We could unlock Piercing Ice. I mean, I kind of like the chances to freeze. It's really helpful while questing just to occasionally freeze a guy in place with a Frostbolt. There's probably... Firstly, let's mount up. Let's hit up the auction house first, and we'll see what kind of glyphs we can get for a Frost Mage. Okay, level. We definitely need to be in the right level requirements. I mean, I like Glyph of the Penguin for our polymorph, so I'm going to buy that for a minor glyph. Glyph of Ice Armor. Your Ice Armor and Frost Armor spells grant an additional 50% armor resist. That's a major glyph. It's not looking good for major glyphs. Your Frost Nova targets can take an additional 20% damage before they automatically break. That seems good. I will buy one that doesn't cost 3,000 gold. Glyph of Fireball reduces the casting time of your fireball spell by 0.515 seconds, but removes the damage over time. I would not like that. I like my damage over time, thank you very much. Glyph of Fire Blast increases the crit strike chance, could be good. Yeah, it looks like for Frost, it's just the Frost Nova glyph. Glyph of Scorch increases the damage of Scorch, could be good if you are a Fire Mage. Evocation also restoring health is okay. Blink distance, I could see that being a good PvP choice. Another thing we could probably do, we could probably solve some of our gear problems. Let's get maybe a couple of rings that make sense and a neck piece if we could find them. Alright, we'll just grab those. It's not the best stuff, but it's something better than nothing. There is a mage trainer over in the war quarter. Let's head over there.
I am forsaken.
That's really weird. He's a trainer, but we can't use him to reset our talents. That's incredibly unusual. Don't think I've ever encountered that before, where we can train at a trainer, but we can't reset our talent points at that trainer. Okay, in that case, I guess we'll go to the real trainers over this way. Like I said, a little bit confused about that one, but whatever. I probably should try to remember that I have teleport undercity, so that, you know, I'm not jumping on flights that I don't actually have to sit through.
Blood and thunder.
You're a warlock trainer.
Hello.
Alright, let's blow some more of our gold. We are gonna go... We could go 3-2. Could do that for now. Increasing the critical strike chance by 100%, reducing the mana cost. Increase the duration of chill effects by 1 second, reduce the target speed. Yeah, I think for leveling, definitely that. Maybe we do 3 and 2. I need 3 here though. Icy Veins hastens your spellcasting, increasing spellcasting speed by 20%, reducing pushback by 100%, lasts 20 seconds. Gotta have it. Increasing the damage done by a flat 2, 4, 6. Okay. And then we're gonna circle back to fill some of these in over time. But I think this is gonna work good for right now. I want to get Permafrost first. Improved Frostbolt second. Precision third. We will want to be going into Shatter when we can. We will want Frost Channeling. Oh man, it's crazy, right? Just how many good talents there are in the Frost Tree. But yeah, guys, that is what we're going to be doing. I am going to take a break here. This seems like a great place for it. And next time, we will try out our Frost build on the battle for Hillsbrad. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.